every time.
All righty, good evening there, or good morning rather, ladies and gentlemen. We're used to broadcasting in the evening, but good morning, and we appreciate you all for joining us here from Muncie Central High School live here on the WHS Network. Again, we have the Muncie Central Invitational first game today between the 10-4 Richmond Red Devils and your 15-1 Wapahani Raiders. And was happy to get on here this morning. It didn't start out the best to begin the day. When we got here, we got on here a little bit late, and or at least a little bit later, getting things set up than normally. Took us some time there, but glad to be on here this morning, and hopefully we'll have a very successful day here for your Wapahani Raiders again. It's only supposed to be 3 games today. Obviously, starting out here, it'll be Wapahani and Richmond. And then I'll try to pull up the bracket here real quick. It'll be then Wapahani and Wapahani and East Central next. And then the third game of the day will be Wapahani and Muncie, the second game of the day will be Wapahani and Muncie Central. The third game will be Wapahani and East Central. So during that second game, depending upon which court it's on, which I think it might be on the other court, we will not be broadcasting that one because of the simple standpoint of we can't move this table from one court to the other and be able to get on the air in time because the things move quickly, and we're a stationary set right now, so this is about the best we're going to get here today. And I know it's, as far as from a camera view standpoint, I know it's a little unorthodox, but that's the way we had to do things, and we sure do appreciate Muncie Central, though, for being very kind and getting us a seat in the house here today to be able to broadcast these ball games, because like we always say, we have a limited capacity of fans that can come, so it's very important, even more so now than ever, to make sure to broadcast these games live. And so that's what we're going to attempt to do here today. Again, we have no rosters. They did not make any roster sheets out for any teams for the Invitational, so we're pretty much just going to go off of what Wapahani does, and for the other teams, well, sorry for you guys, but we don't know you. So Summers will get the day started here for Wapahani, out to a quick 1-0 lead. Again, you'll just have to bear with us with the camera view. I know it's not ideal compared to what the normal view that we have, but this is the best we could do for you all. So 1-0 here. We'll have Reese Baker back to serve. Hit over there, that is number 1 on the attack and into the net there. So now a 2-0 start here for the Raiders. And again, Wapahani with Briley Felton back after a brief couple games being away. It's great to have her back this morning. Another miscue there on behalf of the Red Devils from a passing standpoint, and Wapahani out to a 3-0 start here. Great to see us get going early here. Dug out there by number 10, now number 1 on the attack here. That's going to land out of bounds. Great vision there by Reese Baker. Watch that sail out of bounds right there, and now 4-0 start. And mistimed and miscommunication there on behalf of the Red Devils, and Richmond will already take a quick timeout. And again, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this brief stoppage. Again, this is game 1 of 3 here on the day. Again, it'll be Wapahani and Muncie Central in the second game. And again, I've already said this before just a few minutes ago, but if Wapahani plays on the other court, if you can see there on the left side of your screen, if they play on that court, then we will not be broadcasting that game because where we are is where we are for the day. And there's really no moving around and getting things set back up and all that. So again, this is where they put us at, and so we've just got to deal with it and trying to get as much game action as we can in there. But we'll be posting updates. We'll make sure and put that on Twitter about the second game there between Wapahani and Muncie and Central if that game is on the other court. So a lift call here on Richmond. So a tough start there for the Red Devils. And another one shanked off to the right side out of bounds. And another ace for Baker. So what a great start here for the ladies. And coming right out here this morning, getting right off the bus, ready to go. Have their game face on, and so far they've had their gameplay on here as well. As number 2 will collect the kill right there for the Red Devils to get them on the board for the first time today. So again, it's a little tougher to see them over there on their side of the floor. And that's going to be an ace off of the shank pass from Baker. And Stanley with some hustle right there. I nearly ate that ball, to be quite frank with y'all. I guess the defensive reaction I still got hasn't went away. Nonetheless, they're 8-2 now after the serving error from Richmond. Now Ashton Zickgraf in here for the first time today for Briley Felton, and Ashton will be back to serve. And that was tipped over the net and in play there for Richmond, so they'll collect the point now, 8-3 with number 1 back to serve for the Red Devils. A miscue there on behalf of Richmond. Now Chloe Cook in here for the first time this morning for Gracie Stanley. Like to send a shout out to our good buddy Sean Bowden this morning. I know he's watching at home. Unable to make it here this morning, but I was talking earlier, and we're happy that we was able to broadcast here so you could watch the ball game, and for everyone else that's able to watch as well, we sure do greatly appreciate it. And tipped into the net, so the Raiders again will take advantage now, 11-4. And we'll have Mallory Summers still back to serve here for Wapahani. Handled by number 11 on the attack there. It's number 15. Look at Summers laying out for it. But unfortunately off to the right side, Zickgraf unable to really make a play on it. She would have ran through the net to get to that ball. So 11-5, number 7 back to serve for Richmond. Summers, Bowden with the tip. Now number 11 on the attack again. That was blocked by Cameron Wise. Back at it again. There's Baker, mishandled it. Summers saved her there. Little mistimed jump there by number 10 of Richmond. Wise trying to find that back corner just a moment ago. Bowden sets it to Cook one more time, and that's a kill for Cook. So another big point there for the Raiders. Cadence Brewer back in here for Wapahani, and Cameron Wise will be back to serve. Nicely done. That's going to be an ace for Wise. As Wapahani expands that lead now to 8. And that will be a service there by Cameron Wise. 13-6. Now we'll have Baker back in, and then also number 5 for Richmond in the ball game for the Red Devils. And back to serve. Received there by Baker. Bowden sets it on the Cook. Tipped over, and now the Raiders get another chance. This time Brewer on the attack. And hit out of bounds. All they call a deflection off of Wapahani. So 13-7. And Brewer able to correct there. Big time swing from Cadence Brewer. Briley Felton will return to action for Zickgraf. And Macy Bowden will be back to serve. Look at that serve. Nice downward action on the ball. And that will be blocked by Brewer. Point Wapahani. Narrowly mishandled by Olivero, number 7. Cook shanks it to the left. Great hustle there by Summers and Baker. Just nothing will come of it positively anyway for Wapahani. So now number 11 will be back to serve here for the Red Devils. Well, the Raiders ahead here 15-8 in the opening set of today's matchup. Felton on the attack, kicks that one into the net. Now 15-9. Again, we're assuming that these ball games are best 2 out of 3. That was one thing that they didn't have on the information sheet, which again just provides who's going to be playing who. It doesn't say if it's best 2 out of 3, best 3 out of 5. I would imagine that it's best 2 out of 3. That's what most tournament tournament format games are. But I guess we'll see. That's just something on the fly again. Really didn't know that. They didn't have any rosters for any of the teams for us to go off of either. But just one of those things, I guess. You just got to do what you got to do. So Brewer hits that one out of bounds. Now make that a 16-10 ball game. Number 10 from Richmond will be back to serve. Handled by Baker. Bowden was able to scoop that one off the net. Summers will push that one out of bounds. And so the Raiders now starting to fall a little bit on some hard times. Established, I believe it was an 8 or 9 point lead there. So if we can get back out of here, Summers back on the attack. That was dug by Olivero, number 7. Blocked by Brewer. At it again, another deflection. Great job there by the blockers. And we're going to get a lift call, or no, a 2-hit call rather, here on Bowden. Summers, Bowden, Felton, yes. The recipe for success right there for Wapahani. So Wise returns to action, and Baker will be back to serve. Man, great job right there. Baker again had some downward action on that serve. Again, number 6 there in the back row for Richmond was playing a little bit back and caught her on her heels there a little bit, and another ace for Baker. So back-to-back aces, and now the Raiders have expanded that lead back to 7. See if we can continue this run here, and that's going to be another ace for Baker. So 3 consecutive put together. And this young lady always right there at the top anyway, and serving aces on the team. If I remember correctly, she was, if not first, at least probably second in aces last year. And I know coming into the day, she was second on the team in aces. Tell you what, Richmond's really having a tough go of things there from the passing standpoint. Again, they was able to get it over and down in play. Thought for a minute they might get called with a lift, but nothing there. Point for Richmond now 20-13. There's number 16 back to serve just a moment ago, or pardon me, number 18. And Summers puts the absolute hammer down on that one. As the Red Devils had no answer for Summers, we'll see Ashton Zitgraff back into the fold here for Briley Felton. And Zitgraff now back to serve. Another good serve there. Again, the service pressure's been pretty good here so far to begin the day. Look at the big Baker getting after it. Wise on the attack and just out of bounds off the hand of Cameron Wise. So 21-14. Received there by Baker. Bowden will set it on the Summers. Now number 11 on the attack, punches it over. Summers will get there. Bowden showing some hustle. Oh man, good job there by Baker, keeping her concentration and focus on the ball. Hit up in the rafters. But luckily saved right there, and Wise, again, just a soft touch over the net. That's all that needed to happen right there for the Raiders to get point number 22. We'll have Chloe Cook now in here for Stanley, and Mallory Summers back to serve, with the Raiders just 3 points away from an opening set victory. And another ace and another passing miscue here on behalf of the Red Devils. They've had a little bit of a rough stretch here throughout the last part of the ball game here in set number 1. Dug there by number 10, and Wise off of the bad pass from off the serve from number 10. Wise able to execute on that and collect another point here for the Raiders. So here we are at set point, 24-14. And Wise unable to execute again off of bad pass. Narrowly was able to sneak that in bounds. But instead, we'll play again here now, 24-15. And it looks like number 7 for Richmond will be back to serve. Handled by Summers. Bowden will set it on to Cook. And the recipe again for success, Wapahani, goes to Cook right there to end set number 1. 25-15 to take a 1-set-to-none lead over the Richmond Red Devils here this morning. So again, that's first set action here from Muncie Central High School. We'll be back here with set number 2 coming up live here on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
righty, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Already got the second set underway. They did things rather quickly there towards the end. They actually started a little bit sooner than the time had on the clock. So nonetheless, tied at 1 here after the spanking that Brewer just put on that ball. To even it up here at 1, we'll have Reese Baker back to serve. Also, the rest of the rotation, we got Baker, Stanley, Bowden, Summers, Wise, and Lee. Lee here on the attack. They'll be tipped over. That was number 1 with the dig, and another 2-hit call on Richmond. Again, a very good start here for Wapahani to open up the ball game here this morning. Overall, you love the effort. Brought some intensity early here. Again, it's always great to get off to a good start. When we started off good there in the first set to begin the ball game, and then we really continue that out as Wise will collect the block, and another point here for Wapahani. But had a little bit of a couple times there throughout the first set there, let them kind of get back into it a little bit, but still, kept our focus and did what we had to do and finished the first set out correctly there. So good start here to the day, and hopefully we can keep it going. Set to the back row. That was Baker. Now Bowden, Wise, and another kill for Cameron. Great setup there from Bowden off of the pass from Baker. Great deflection there. Set back to Wise again, and hammers another one home. So another solid start here for Wapahani to open up a 5-1 lead. Again, our hitting for the most part has been pretty good today. Defense, again, for the most part, I think was very solid in the first set. Serving was good. I mean, you just had the service error there, but serving was really good as well. Obviously had, somewhere pretty close to about 6 aces or so, 6 or 7 aces in the first set. Nice hustle there by Bowden. Baker will set it on to Summers. Dug up there in the air for number 15 on the attack, and short-armed it there as the Red Devils will hit that one in the net now. 6-2 Wapahani. Ashton Zitgraff now in for Layla Lee. And Zitgraff back to serve. Again, I know there's only limited amount of viewable game you can see here, but we hope everybody at least is able to enjoy some of it. I know it's not the best view possible, but I'll just blame that one on Red Beer. I'm just kidding. But again, we do greatly appreciate Muncie Central for allowing us to be here this morning. And the broadcast for all you fine folks out there, that's going to be an ace for number 1 of the Red Devils. We have another busy week next week, folks. Monday, we're actually going to be right back here again on Monday, taking on Muncie Central again, except that will be in a regular season matchup. And we're going to have a net violation called on the Raiders. And so now 4 points consecutively put together here for Richmond after a 6-1 start. Or 6-2 start, pardon me, so that'd be 3 consecutive. I guess I didn't learn to add. So we'll see Cook back in for Stanley, Summers back to serve. But again, on Monday, we'll be back here for Muncie Central. Hopefully, anyway. We'll have to talk about some things there potentially. I'm not exactly 100% sure if I'll be able to make it or not. I had a previous engagement that just kind of came up, and so might not be able to do that game on Monday. I'm definitely hoping to, but might not be a possibility. But then also Tuesday, schedule-wise, they're scheduled to take on Union. And another net violation by Wapahani. And that's going to tie it up here at 7. Also, we'll have the county tournament starting up next Thursday night. And the great thing about that is we will get to broadcast those games live. For the first time in a long time, we'll actually get to broadcast the ball game live. As we have a young lady down here on the floor, she just got up there. Looks like hurt her leg. So we're going to have a brief pause in the action here, and we'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Let them get all settled in here, and well, actually, maybe we might not. Got a referee. I had to go run down one of the athletic trainers here at Muncie Central to take a look at that young lady. Again, we hope she's all right. Looked like, I don't know if she turned her ankle or what the case was, but we hope that she's okay. So we do have a sub in here for Richmond, so I guess we'll go ahead and just stay right here because they're going to get it started again. I didn't know everything that was going to go on right there. I didn't know if it was going to be a long, drawn-out process because I know one of the referees, again, had to walk back down to the other end to get one of the athletic trainers, but all is well, and hopefully that young lady will be good to go. Baker back to Summers. On the attack here, that's number 4. Baker will get there. Now Bowden set on to Cook. And the Raiders will get back on the board. So 8-7 now. We'll have Cadence Brewer back into the Raider rotation and Cameron Wise back to serve. Set up number 4 on the attack, mistimed it. And that's going to cost the Red Devils a point there. Great start, though, right there from Wapahani, right off the serve, applied that pressure defensively for Richmond to really not be able to recover there. Quick back on the attack again. Now to Brewer. And they have no answer defensively. Cadence Brewer comes up with the kill. And it's 10-7 Wapahani as, again, we try to establish some ground again. Great job there by Brewer, and look at that, number 18. Did a little soccer bicycle kick, if you will. Was able to get it up in the air enough for Richmond to get it back over, but then Cadence Brewer had other ideas and tipped it back across right after that. Great hustle by Cook and Zitgraff. But Richmond comes up with it there, and I'm not sure who that was on the attack for the Red Devils. Nonetheless, it's 11-8, and number 4 will be back to serve. Handled by Summers. Bowden will set it on to Cook. And the hammer was brought down by Chloe. And in will come Layla Lee for Ashton Zitgraff. The Raiders will have Macy Bowden back to serve. 12-8. Second set action here for Muncie Central High School. And the first game of the Muncie Central Invitational, again a modified version of the Muncie Central Invitational, usually comprised of about 8 to 10 teams. Obviously this year, being the way that it has been, has changed everything. At least we are still playing volleyball. That's the main thing. And the girls staying healthy. And the coaching staff and everyone, that's the main thing when it comes down to it. But at least they're able to come out here. They're able to enjoy the game they love and be able to play it at a high competitive level. So number 10 back to serve. Handled by Summers. Bowden will set it on to Cook. And again, Richmond just not a whole lot of answers defensively for our attackers, whether it be Cook or Summers, Brewer, Wise. I don't care who it is. Kind of had our way at times throughout the ball game here. Stanley just came in a moment ago there for Cook. Great job there by Wapahani, is sticking right there with it on the attack, number 18. Now Bowden sets it to Summers. And that's going to be hit out of bounds by number 1. So I guess a brief confusion there for Wapahani. They was getting ready to change players out, and Brewer comes up with another big block. The Raiders now stretched it to a 6-point lead, and now an ace for Stanley. Gotta say, a little surprised here that Richmond hasn't taken a timeout. Wapahani on a little bit of a run here. Let's see if we can keep it rolling here now. Number 1 back on the attack, tipped over the net. Oh, look at Baker and Summers right there, being able to coincide with one another and get it back over for the Wapahani Raiders. Summers again with another layout dig. And we're going to have a lift. Rather a 2-hit call on Richmond. Wapahani 17, Richmond 9. Baker again with some great hustle, but unable to get there in time. So number 18 now will be back to serve. Handled by Stanley. Bowden will set it on to the left side to Summers. And inbounds. Summers able to collect there for Wapahani, continuing to add to her kill statistic. So Wise back in, Baker back to serve. And just caught the Raiders a little bit off balance there, I'm assuming. So number 1 back to serve for Richmond. 18-11 Wapahani, set number 2 action. The hustle there from Bowden as Lee will get it over for the Raiders. Number 4 on the attack. Stanley unable to really get anything on it. And a little bit of a rough going again here now is Richmond within 6. And still got a good ways to go here, but hopefully Wapahani can finish it off right, as Cameron Wise does exactly that right there. Kill for Wise will get the Raiders back up to a 7-point advantage. Aston Zitgraff now in for Layla Lee. And Zitgraff back to serve. What a great serve that time from Zitgraff, and some missed timing on behalf of the Red Devils. That was number 2 that was on the attack. Again, she was expecting a little something different there by the setter. Set up here, number 4 on the attack. Wise got the deflection there. Now set to the left side. Summers again. The big swing and a big point goes to Wapahani. Set up here to the right side. Again, another deflection, that time by Summers. Bowden right back to her. And that was blocked. Baker unable to get to that one. Big hustle nonetheless. So number 7 will be back to serve here for the Red Devils. And into the net. Very crucial error for Richmond if they're trying to get back into the ball game. That's not exactly the way to do it, obviously. So Cook, a return here for Wapahani. Summers back there to serve, handled by number 4. And very close to the net. Wapahani barely got that one over off of the original hitting mistake right there as Cook unable to dig it out. 22-14. And looks like here we'll have a substitution. We'll have Lauren Luce now in for Macy Bowden. So Wapahani's just got to get 3 more points. And again, that should be the end of things. I wouldn't think that it's going to be a best 3 out of 5. And now a 2-hit call on Wapahani. Luce will set it on to Cook. And very close to the net. Number 4 will get it over and in play off of the hands of Zitgraff and out of bounds. So number 5 back to serve for Richmond. Again within 6. Wise after it. And again, a big important point there for the Raiders. You don't really want to have Richmond go on a little bit of a run right there and start to build momentum and confidence. So that was really a big point there for the Raiders. Then you got Brewer back in there. Wise was back there to serve just a moment ago. Wise will tip it over. Look at Summers again. Solid job defensively, flying through the air, able to dig that one out somehow. There's Zitgraff that time. Now Cook will get it over for the Raiders. The free ball action, number 4 on the attack that time. Summers again with the big loose, sets it to Cook, and out of bounds. But really some great action by Wapahani just for that point specifically right there. Number 4 back to serve. Back to Cook. And so the Raiders have arrived at match point. We're assuming will be match point. Layla Lee back in for Ashton Zitgraff. Lauren Luce back to serve. And that's going to end it. An ace for Luce. And the Raiders get it done here today. And what looks like, that's going to be the end of things. So 25-15, 25-17. Opening victory here this morning for your Wapahani Raiders over the Richmond Red Devils. So again, we're not sure quite yet if, I'm assuming more than likely Wapahani's going to end up playing on the other court over there, if you can see. That game's still going on between Muncie Central and East Central. But I would say more than likely that game will be played over there between Wapahani and Muncie Central. And if that is the case, then we won't be broadcasting that game again, solely because you think the camera view was a little bit bad on this side. If we got to stretch it all the way to that side of the court, you're going to have too many bodies moving around. It's not going to look good at all. And we're not able to just move all of our equipment over there because it would take too long to set up, and the games are going so quickly here, we wouldn't have much time. So we more likely will not be doing that game, but then we should be back on this other court following that game against East Central. That will be our third and last game of the day. And that will probably start around, I would say maybe around 11 or a little after 11 would be my guess. But again, a good win here. Wasn't exactly the prettiest, especially there in the second set. I think, for sure we could have done some things a little bit better, but still a win's a win, and you'll take it any way you can get it. And, after apparently a pretty good first set, we was able to finish off the second set the right way and be able to move on to the game against Muncie Central. So again, we do appreciate everyone for joining us this morning. I know, as I've said numerous times, I know it's not ideal with the camera situation there, but we tried our best, and we hope that our best was enough here today. But again, if not, then again, Redbeard is accepting the blame. But we got to have some fun on here every now and again. But nonetheless, we do thank you all. And we'll be back here in just a little bit for more Raider volleyball from Muncie Central High School and the 2020 Muncie Central Invitational. Have a great day, folks, and we'll see you here in just a little bit.